Good morning, Modern Steaders. You won't see Figaro on video this morning. He's got to go to the vet for his annual checkup, and he does not like going to the vet, so we got to keep him inside, because if we let him out, we won't be able to find him. Gina's got to bring him, so that means she's going to miss some siding time today. She's not going to be happy about that. But man, it's looking good. Oh, it's looking nice to have some siding on there already. I even like the looks of it from the inside out. That looks sharp. Come on in, girls. Be over there in a minute.
Come on. Good girl.
I was just telling them how you're going to miss out on some siding today.
I love my cat.
You do. I can't show you 100%, but our mouse trap did work. We have a mouse right there. I gotta get rid of it. So we ended up catching him, but we caught him in the shop, not in the milking room. That's one for us. Theory. Hey. Theory. Hey. What are you thinking?
Come on. That's not for you.
Nope. You're gonna get it out in the feeder, not there. You sure do love your alfalfa there, Buttercup, don't you? Blossom, you snoozing? Come on. I'm gonna trick them this morning with feeding them so we can get room to the feeder. Yeah. There you go, Hope. Right there. We went through later yesterday and we organized all the bigger lumber that was on top of the siding that we're not going to be needing for a while. All that strapping is for the roof strapping, and then all the big 2x6s are for the trim work, so we won't be needing that for a little bit. The pigs are waiting for us. We got a good amount of rain last night. I'll have to check the rain gauge and find out how much, but they're gonna love it and make some nice mud puddles today out of it. Alright, girls? Huh? Right? You're muddy already? Yep. You're loving it. It's gonna be a warm one too, so you're really gonna love the mud. There you go. Just grain this morning. I know. You got all the good treats yesterday. I don't got any food scraps this morning. It's funny, right after milking, Buttercup wants out of the stand, and Willow likes to stay in the stand till she finishes all of her grain. Oh, Willow, you're funny. Different personalities for different goats. Come on. Go find Nora. Alright, I'm gonna go put some siding up. I'll see you when you get back from bringing Figaro to the vet.
Don't put any siding up.
I gotta. Just depends on how fast you are, I guess.
I have no control.
I gotta go get it all out.
He needs to go for his yearly physical.
He does. I gotta go out and get it all set up first, so maybe you'll be back before I start. I meant to check the rain gauge when I was in the house to see how much rain we got, but Figaro tried escaping when I went in, so I forgot. I'll have to look to see how much rain we got last night, but I bet you we got close to a ½ inch of rain anyways. Alright, so today we need to look for our front siding. So each opening is going to have these boards, but we're only going to here because we're going to be doing something different with this opening. So we got to find all of this stuff. We're building a post and beam garage that we bought off the internet from JamaicaCottageShops.com. I'll have links in the video description down below to the kit we bought and to their website. And I want to thank Jamaica Cottage Shops for sponsoring today's video and viewers like y'all. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be able to do what we do here at Lumnah Acres, so thank you. We're using all rough sawn lumber, so it's around 1 inch thick and the siding is 12 inches wide. That's supposed to be 12 inches wide, but rough sawn lumber is sawn green. So the width and thickness, well, the thickness and width vary because of that. So some of the boards are not going to be quite 12 inches wide. So at the very edges where the corners meet, I'll show you in the back corner where we sided yesterday. I forgot to point this out, or to say, I guess, why this happens. So we have a gap here, and we have a gap here, and we're going to put a little filler strip in here, and then we're also going to be putting trim work on the corner, so you won't see any of that. If you didn't want to have this gap when you're doing rough sawn lumber, you'd have to put spacing in between your boards, which would be fine too, because we're going to cover these boards with board and batten strips, but I'd rather keep everything tight. We'll put a little filler board here and here, and then we'll put our batten strips on here. And we'll keep all the gaps as small as possible because the less critters getting in, the better. But on our post and beam firewood shed, we kept a little bit of a gap because we want airflow getting into the firewood shed to dry the firewood better. Oh, it's so nice to be able to put that in the workshop and not having to listening to it as loud out here as it is. And I just have it sitting out here. Yesterday when we were starting to get the siding up, it was calling for rain first thing in the morning. So I didn't want to take my time and organize the piles like I should have. But yesterday late afternoon it wasn't raining, so I came back out here, and as you saw, the trailer's got all of our big dimensional lumber on it. So all these little piles now are just siding. I knew we were going to need to be going through and finding a bunch of little pieces today. So I should have done it yesterday earlier, but I was in a rush. Can't get over how much rain we got last night. These tops are covered. I came outside first thing this morning to turn the drip irrigation onto the greenhouse, and I'm like, yep, it just got done raining, but I still gotta water the greenhouse. It's one thing nice by having an outdoor garden. You don't have to water it if it rains. But the greenhouse, you still gotta. So the kit comes with all of our batten strips already cut. So these are really cool. We went and we took a tour of Jamaica Cottage Shops, not last spring, the spring before that, before we got our post and beam barn kit, and we got to see how they made everything. I'll put a link to that video right here, and it's really cool to see how they make the batten strips because the grain is going the opposite direction on the batten strips as the boards. So like on the boards, this rough sawn part is the part you would see the grain's going this way. Now the grain's going this way, and the batten strips, the grain's going this way. And my guess is this is to keep them from warping and from cracking and splitting when you nail them. I think that's pretty cool. It looks like a fine piece of furniture this direction. So it's looking to me like we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so some of these are a little bit different. Gotta keep our eye on it. 1 second here. Got a 6-inch board here. This is a 12-inch, 12-inch, 10, 10, 12, 12. And this is a 6-inch. Okay, so this is the width of them. These are all going to be 12 inches wide, 12 inches wide, 12 inches wide, 6, 12, 12. Okay, so these two in the center are 10 inches wide and not 12 because of these 6-inch ones, and these 6-inch ones are 6 inches because of the 45 degree. So as long as we know that, I know what we're looking for now. So I'm gonna need 2, 4, so I'm gonna need 8 12 inches. And I'm gonna need 4 10 inches. So it's gonna be 13 inches and 3/4. And we need 8 of them. 13 inches and 3/4. 2, 4. Looks like we got more over here. 2, 4. 13 3/4, 13 3/4. That's a 13 3/4. That one is 2, and then this one is, we'll set those here. We're not gonna need those today. So that'll give us our 8. All right, and then let's come over here. These might be our 10-inch wide ones. So there's gonna be 110. Let's see, 110, 13 3/40. Set that aside, we'll use them later. All right, and that is a 4 3 1 2, and we need a 4 3 1 2. We're gonna need 1 2, so we're gonna need 4 of those. Here's 1. So 43 and 31. So there's a 31, 31, 31. So that's 3 of the 31s. And none of those are our other ones. And that is a 59, 67, 119, 114. And they do give you extra lumber just in case one cracks or you mess one up or you short one maybe. This board right here, it's 144 inches long. No, it's 192 inches long, 12 inches wide, and that's extra. So if we need to cut any, we got a good amount there. So any of these 31s. Yes, right here are other 31s. So those are all of our 31s. So now we got to find our 43s and a halves. So that's a 43, but not a 43 and a half. 43 and a half, 43 and a half right here. That's 2 of them. And I'm pretty sure I had found 1 already. So it's 2, 3, right here. Let's lay everything out while I'm thinking of it. Because if I don't lay it out in some kind of order, I'll end up forgetting. So if I go 1 here, 1 over here, and then it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm pretty sure we had 1 sitting over here. Yeah, right here. Alright, I see a 106. Bam. So we need 3 more of these. Let's see, is this another one? Yes. So now we're down to 2 more. 106, 91, 12, 104. We got a 106 over here. No. 1 more. We're getting there. We're gaining on it. I don't know if camera caught that or not, but there's 1 chicken in Olivia's new flock that's learning how to crow. But I'm not sure which one looks like a rooster. So I'll have to keep an eye on that and find out which one it is. There's the other one right there. We're getting there. Boom. My guess is this one right here. There's another one of the 112, 12 and a half. Yep, and this is a straight cut. We don't need a 45 on these ones. It will be nice if Gina comes back in time to hang these boards. They're pretty long. Mess up the stage over. Bam. And I think I saw, no, that's a 112, 106. Yep, right here. That's it. That's our last piece for right now. That is enough to get us starting for the day. I'll actually get to use the siding gun for a little while. Hopefully Figaro's vet visit goes well. He does not like the doctors. So I'm going to keep the bottom of this siding flush with that bottom, but I need to see if where do I want to put it on this edge. This edge is going to get trimmed out afterwards, so. Alright, so we're going to need to leave it back a little bit this way so that this edge is smooth, so that these boards will go the way we want them to go, if that makes sense. And then this little gap we're going to cover with trim. We can always fill it with a little piece too. We have 1 inch and 5/8. That's the nice thing about working with rough sawn lumber is there's a lot of different thicknesses, so you can just kind of mix and match and put everything together. All right. So if we drop that down on that, boom, that's perfect. Do 2 for now. Let's check and see if it's plumb. So this is saying it needs to come over a smidge. Oops. Right there. That's good right there. Let's nail it. You guys are seeing how that looks before me, but once we have this all covered up, the top plate looks like one solid board. Man, it's gonna look so nice. Now this is gonna add strength to the build too, because now we're sandwiching these 2 6x6 posts together in this board. And we're nailing everything right to the 6x6 sill plates, so it's just really gluing everything together, I guess is the way I want to say it. Oops, I missed. Feels like summer weather today. I just had cold weather the other day. Now it's coming back into the 80s. Alright, that's gonna get covered up by a batten strip, so that little ding you won't see. Doing this kind of work up and down the ladder keeps you in shape. Burning tons of calories. Bada boom, bada bing. Bring it down a smidge. I like that. And then we're going to cover all this with trim work down and around. I'll have to look at the plans again, but I believe it's 2 12-inch wide ones, then 2 10-inch, and then we'll get on the stage. And I'm just too lazy to move the stage in this morning to have to move it back. Yeah, I'm liking it. Yeah, we're gonna need 2 12s, 2 10s, and then we'll go back to 2 12s. So let's grab our 2 12s and then we'll grab 2 10s. Can't wait to see this top plate all covered up. We got some proud chickens laying some eggs, that's for sure. this off. So now I want to start with this next 12-inch wide siding on this post, and then we'll work that way to fill in the gap. All right, here you are. All right, so what really matters here is that we're centered on the center post. Flush there. All right, now we can work our way down and make sure we stay flush on the post. I want to make a couple of changes on one of our siding boards. And like I said, they give you extra lumber, so you can make custom changes if you'd like. And our 6-inch wide board would be wide enough, but I keep all of our siding tight. Hold on, I gotta do this in my head. It's gonna be like this, correct? Yes. So I like to keep all of my siding boards tight, and since I do that, we run out of width of our board. So I'm gonna make this one custom to fill in a gap. If you guys been watching the channel for any length of time, you know that I like to add little custom flares here and there as we build. Perfect. It's another reason why I like these kits from Jamaica Cottage Shops is they're a kit and they come pre-cut. You can build them the standard way that they are, and you can also customize them, which is really nice. You can do little tidbits like this. Firewood shed, we actually ended up building on the whole right side of it with the shipping material, the shipping crates that everything gets shipped in. I'll put a link to that video right here, so we were able to gain our third longer for short money. It's making a big difference. Covered up, not covered up. Changes the look so much. When you work with rough sawn lumber, you just gotta realize not everything is always nice and straight edges and the same thickness. It always changes because the lumber you buy at the lumber yard is kiln dried, and then it is also planed on 4 sides. Perfect. I like it. Look at that, you made it back with plenty of time to spare.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
You didn't do it all on me?
I didn't get it all done yet. Close.
I would be mad.
Would never stop. Alright.
If this was like a whole balcony.
And we got it. No. Alright, hold up. Perfect, like right there. like the glow.
No flight, no menu will be bound. You and I,
Nice.
we drive in the dark without
And the rest of this is going to be custom, so we got to put some nailers in and then finish the custom siding. We'll have to get to that tomorrow. That looks so much different now.
Let me see here.
It's going to look even better once this side's all closed in.
Yeah, that's good. That is going to look so much different.
Yeah. And then once we get the batten strips up, that's going to change the looks of it too. Can't wait. All the goats are actually down at the feeder.
Yeah.
How many eggs do you think we're going to get inside NYC?
10.
10?
Yeah.
I was thinking 8. Did you ladies lay us a lot of eggs today? I sure hope so. We still have a couple of broody hens. How many eggs do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Man, they're slacking today. You ladies sure are slacking. Fall time's coming, so you're cutting back on your egg production. Yesterday we'd gotten 12 from them. Today they cut that down in half. It always amazes me how much it can vary from day to day. You ladies liking that Japanese knotweed? Eat it up. There's plenty of it. Looks like she's lying in a manger. So one of your chickens, I'm not sure which one yet, is learning how to crow. So you have a rooster in there, but yeah.
Oh man.
But none of them look like a rooster to me.
Yeah, I don't see.
And then Olivia's chickens gave us 4 eggs today. Look at that beautiful fresh lettuce to go on our BLTs.
Wow, I'm going to get pinged in the face by grasshoppers.
I remember songs I used to sing. It talked about love and faithful things. Then the glam caught my eye. So you should go with what feels right. I'm not alright. No, no, I'm not alright. So let's just start again. Oh, oh, oh. Let's just start again. Oh, oh, oh. We're just looking for a sign, 'cause we all want to justify what we want from this life.
Oh, our favorite summertime meal, BLTs. We've been eating quite a bit of these this summer, usually for lunch, but man, they are so good. The heirloom tomatoes we got growing in the greenhouse are delicious. Gina's been picking a bunch, and we've been putting them in the freezer, so that way when they're all ready, when we got a bunch of them at once, I should say, we can make our spaghetti sauce. We don't want to be making it a little here and a little there, so we're looking forward to that. I think Gina said we have 2 shelffuls in the freezer of tomatoes, so soon we'll be making some tomato sauce. The fall garden in the greenhouse is starting to come along nicely. We're getting some good greens. Can't wait to see how long we'll be picking them out of the greenhouse for. If you're not subscribed to the channel, now's a perfect opportunity to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. It really helps us out here and helps YouTube promote us a little bit more. We really appreciate it. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey with us, guys. You're a huge blessing to us in our homestead, and we'll see you right back here in the next video at Lumnah Acres.